Mike, weekdays 1 to 3 on WJFN 92.7 and 100.5 FM.
I enjoy listening to On the Mic with Mike every day at 1 p.m.
That's what I do!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike. The time is 1:34. We have the segment that we normally were going to do at this time. We're introducing you to another friend of mine, people who come through the program. We're doing some outstanding. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? There was a caller who was on that I was getting ready to. So, Chad, if you're out there listening, call back. Please, sir, call back. We want to talk to you about your idea why you think I'm crazy. You know, Danielle Gilbert is here with us, and she's talking about HR services and the things that she does. But if you would call back, sir, trust me, we would give you some time to explain why you were okay with what happened yesterday, or tell me why I'm crazy. So I'm going to talk to Danielle Gilbert, introduce her. Chad, if you're out there, give us a shout. Or other folks, if you think I'm crazy, we're just here. We're just humble punk. Jimmy Stump thinks I'm crazy. I'm not. Okay, wait a second, ladies and gentlemen. So Danielle Gilbert, could you let us know the name of your company, please, before we go back to? All right, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Chad, welcome to the program, sir.
Well, how are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing great. Thank you for calling back. So, you must think that I said something that might have been a little sideways, correct?
Well, yeah, just a little bit. I mean,
well, okay, it's just a little. I'm glad you said it's a little bit. I was concerned that you thought that maybe I had totally gone off track.
Well, not yet, not yet. You're on the wrong track, but you haven't gone completely off yet.
As long as I'm not going 100 miles an hour on the wrong track, I'll take it. Okay, all right. So, school me, sir.
Well, no, I was just calling into question. You were talking to a gentleman a couple of callers ago, and you were having a discussion about what went on yesterday at the Capitol.
Yes.
And how outrageous and egregious it was. And, I agree for the most part. It was a peaceful protest. There were a few individuals in there that got a little out of control and went a little crazy. Out of the vast majority of the people that were out there on the lawn and making a presence at that venue, there was a very few amount of people that actually went into the Capitol and actually caused the ruckus and broke things up. And, unfortunately, a woman was killed.
Yes.
That is extremely unfortunate. We still don't know all the data that came out of that. I don't know why, none of that information has been released. All we've heard that was a woman that was shot and killed. She was a veteran of the United States military. She was a mother, and apparently it was a plainclothes officer that shot her, but we don't know any of the other details that were involved in that. But that was really the only death that was involved in that whole incident throughout all those people that showed up out on the lawn yesterday. Yes, the Capitol was breached, but there was little to no police involvement out in that whole lawn. If you listen to people that were there...
Can I ask you a question? Why
Sure.
Why was all of those people there doing all those things and there was no police presence?
That's a great question.
I know that. That's why you called here, because we asked a tough question. Okay, so here.
Yeah.
That's one question. The other one I have is, say, Chad, you have a party, and I come to your house, and I bring 100 friends with me, right?
Yep.
97 of them are okay and great.
Okay.
The other 3 that I bring, they tear your house up.
Yep.
They're messing with your wife. She's mad at you because you brought all of Mike King's friends over, and she's not worried about the 97 who are nice. She was just talking about the 3 jerks who just acted up. What is she going to go away saying about that party? Is she going to remember the 97, or would she remember the 3?
Well, it depends on what was going on at the party. I mean, you can have
No, she gonna remember. I don't know. Maybe your wife. I've been married for 40 years.
You can have a church function and have a couple of people show up to that church function with a bunch of old ladies playing bridge, and somebody gets out of control and blows the whole thing up. But I didn't see any buildings on fire. I didn't see any cars turned over. I didn't see people spitting and throwing things at the police. I didn't see any of that yesterday.
But why? Okay, so
Did you see the threat to the democracy, sir? Did you see the threat to the democracy? Because I think that's bigger than a building being on fire. I think that's way bigger than a building being on fire. And for you to try to conflate what you're doing is ridiculous at best.
No, that is not it at all. That is not it at all.
It seems like you're okay. It's Chad. Thanks for calling. But what happened to me, it's like whenever something you want to take in and make the rules fit what you think they would work for. Black folks are getting shot every day.
Business owners.
I'm sorry.
Do I drag innocent business owners? I drag innocent business owners out of their places of business into the streets and beat them down, or do I go to the place that's making the rules, the people that are in control, and try to make a message heard? Do I set businesses on fire? Do I set cars on fire?
So how about when you've asked people over and over again, and the system is systematically set up to stop you from getting what you want, or helping to level the playing field? If you were one of the ones who the system was against, I think that you would think of things differently. I know you would, because I know that black folks are shot and killed by the police every day. Yesterday, they let the situation peter out they just let the situation go instead of strong arm tactics that we've seen before.
The situation did diffuse itself. There was no one screaming at police.
So let me ask you this: what happens? So I get what you're saying. So what happens when you are okay? Okay, so this is my show here. Let me explain something to you. What happens when you are saying you're directing the police to be more aggressive because we're going to toe the line? What happened to the party of law and order? Where did they go?
There was plenty of law and order.
They wasn't doing their job. What law and order? If they were breaking into your house yesterday, you would want the police showing up. You wouldn't want those jokers there yesterday. If your stuff was in the Capitol, I bet you would be worried about it more than you are now. If they're breaking into your crib, they're taking your TV and stuff out, you're going to think of things different.
Well, I am absolutely worried about it, and I am not condoning that they broke into the White House. That is not what I'm condoning at all. Like I said.
You know what my mother used to always tell me? She said when somebody says something and they say, but, remember the stuff that comes after the but. The first part was just window dressing. The good stuff comes after the but. Hey, Chad, we got to run. I appreciate it. Hey, keep calling. Keep listening. Normally, this is a business show. I'm not riled up like this most of the time, but yesterday, a little something happened.
That's right. No, that's right. We got to get it off our chest. We have to talk about it.
That's true. All right, appreciate it. Thanks. I got to run.
All right, take care.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back to the business of